Okay, I think we'll go ahead and get started. I'd like to start today by thanking everyone for coming to this event. Today's announcement will feature remarks about the future of Guelph Hydro, and we will be hearing from 5 speakers. I'm going to ask that everyone hold their questions until all speakers have finished, as we will have time for one-on-one media availability following the announcement. I'd also like to note that we're recording and streaming today's announcement on the city's live streaming channel at guelph.ca/live. And I want to welcome all of our Guelph Hydro employees who are tuning in from off-site. Also want to mention that copies of the news release are available for you to take with you to our members of the media. And at this time, I would like to welcome our Mayor, Cam Guthrie, to the podium.
Well, thank you very much, Tara, and thank you very much for everyone being here today. This is an exciting moment for our city, and so it's my honor to be here to announce this. This term, Council has been dedicated to reviewing city assets to ensure that they're achieving the greatest potential and value for our citizens and businesses, and this includes Guelph Hydro. A year ago this month, our community started a conversation on how our great and growing city will power its homes, businesses, and organizations in the years to come. As the owner of our municipal hydro utility, we have an important responsibility to ensure our community stays ahead of the curve and, no pun intended, is never left in the dark. Staying ahead of the curve means having the ability to innovate, offer new services, and keep hydro rates as low as possible for the hard-working people of Guelph. When we began this asset review of Guelph Hydro 12 months ago, we looked at 4 different options. The first was maintaining the status quo. The second, selling Guelph Hydro. The third was acquiring one or more other hydro utilities. And the fourth was merging with another company that would share our Guelph values. Not long after that, we immediately began a conversation with the community, and we heard loud and clear from Guelph that they want to keep our hydro utility public. We listened when you said you wanted to keep an ownership stake of our future local hydro utility. In addition, you also told us that you want to be a part of a hydro company that believes in energy conservation, and also investing towards green solutions that will reduce our carbon footprint and create good-paying jobs. With your input in mind, I am proud today to announce that the City of Guelph has made a decision about the future of local hydro that, once realized, will reduce the impact of rate increases, it will enhance customer service, it will keep jobs in our community, and invest towards green energy solutions. I am pleased to say that the City of Guelph has formally entered talks to merge Guelph Hydro with Electra Utilities, a municipally owned hydro company that's based in Southern Ontario. It will keep customers' rates low. It will maintain strong customer service, preserve local jobs, and invest in tomorrow's energy solutions. Now, Council looked carefully at all possible options, including maintaining full ownership. But what the analysis clearly shows is that by merging with Electra, a growing and innovative company, it is the perfect match for Guelph. Now, subject to negotiations following the merger, Electra will open a Southwest Ontario operations hub right here in Guelph. This will keep jobs in our community and ensure local crews will respond to local calls. Now, another first for our community, Electra will make a significant investment to establish a green energy and technology center headquartered here in Guelph, and that will make us a leader in green energy solutions. Now, we know keeping a steady stream of revenue is important to our city, and a merger with Electra, a hydro company that was born through mergers and is still owned by municipalities here in Southern Ontario, will see us retain a share and an important voice in a public company. Now, through our careful analysis, we expect to receive larger annual dividends through the merger than we currently receive through ownership of Guelph Hydro. And this additional revenue allows us to invest more money back into our community each year. Now, most importantly, this merger is a huge win for hydro customers. Through the merger, we know that hydro distribution rates will remain lower than they would if we stood alone. Guelph residents and businesses will save more of their hard-earned money each month, which is important to us. Merging with Electra is truly a made in Guelph and a Guelph proud moment. Customer savings, innovative services, local jobs, and green energy solutions. We are very, very proud to make this announcement today. Thank you very much. Now, one extra thing I want to leave you with. We will begin a new process, which is a very public one, and we did this by design. We set out from the beginning to give everyone who wanted to be heard a voice, and your voice and your input is reflected in the council's decision to pursue this merger. But now we want to reach out to you again in another round of consultations before council makes its final decision in December. Now, council thought very, very carefully about who best to lead us through the important negotiations in the weeks ahead. To get us there, I'm pleased to announce on council's behalf that Derek Thompson, the CEO of GMHI, was council's choice for this important task. He carries council's full confidence and will serve our community well in this capacity in the weeks ahead. Now, following those talks, council will then make a final decision. Together, we will create a new chapter for the future of our city that will truly energize tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor Guthrie. I'd now like to invite Derek Thompson, our Chief Administrative Officer of the City of Guelph and CEO of GMHI, to the podium.
Thank you, Tara, and thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have been honored to serve as a co-chair of the Strategies and Options Committee, which Guelph Council appointed to review all the options and the future of Guelph Hydro. Overall, our job was to ensure residents and businesses get the most of their local electric distribution company for years ahead. The public input was critical to our work. From the very beginning of this asset review process, we started community conversations about the future of Guelph Hydro. We launched an interactive website where we've been able to answer community questions for a full 12 months. We held public information sessions, and we went into neighborhoods to learn what the community valued most. We talked to our big customers, our small customers. We engaged our community organizations. We surveyed residents by phone and online. And we chatted at farmers markets and at the mall and at the library and at the senior center and in recreation centers throughout Guelph and Rockwood. As the Chief Administrative Officer, it was important to me and to my colleagues that we reach out and make sure we get outcomes that reflect what the community told us was important to them. And they were keeping rates low, providing exceptional customer service, and making sure that we position ourselves for the best opportunities for the future and to align the needs and values of both our organizations. What is most exciting about this transaction, should it be realized, is that the new investments that would come to our community through this merger, Guelph would be home to Electra's Southwest Ontario Operations Hub, a new green energy technology center, which will keep jobs here in Guelph and create new ones. Throughout this journey, I've worked alongside a dedicated, thoughtful, hardworking group of committee members who care about the future of this city. I would like to take this opportunity to thank those members of the Strategies and Options Committee who worked hard to deliver a Made in Guelph solution that puts this community first. First of all, I'd like to thank my co-chair, Jane Armstrong. I'd also like to thank Robert Bell, Doug Alt, and Mark Goldberg. Thank you for your commitment to our city. This asset review began with public consultation, and in the weeks ahead, we will continue to speak with the Guelph Hydro customers about this merger and how we position Guelph for the future. Then we will benefit from another round of public input, as mentioned by the mayor, and then council will make a final decision at a public meeting on December the 13th. Residents can visit energizetomorrow.ca and participate in the community information sessions, both in person and online, to learn to have their say. Finally, we believe this is the right choice because we want our city to benefit from innovation. The energy landscape is changing and we must keep up, or better yet, we must lead the way. We're now going to play a short video that we created this summer, and we did that so that we could share with everybody what the change in landscape is for the hydro industry.
Guelph Hydro has managed the connection between Ontario's power grid and local homes and businesses for more than 100 years. But the way we use electricity is changing, and fast. Guelph needs to keep pace so we're not left behind. Originally, Ontario's power grid was designed for one-way traffic, moving electricity from the generator to the customer. Now, renewable energy systems, like solar panels, are changing how and where power is generated, stored, and used. People with solar panels sell power to the grid, creating a two-way flow of electricity. Some use the electricity they generate and buy less from the grid, and some store power using batteries and could disconnect completely. Electric vehicles are more popular and affordable than ever, which means we need more vehicle charging stations. As more people plug in their vehicles to charge overnight, the system will have to handle higher demand at different times of day. People already use timers, programmable thermostats, and mobile apps to control lighting, heating, and air conditioning and reduce their electricity use. These examples are just the beginning of a global energy transformation. To keep up with all these changes, utilities like Guelph Hydro must modernize local electricity systems and offer new types of services. As our local power network becomes more complex, the cost of managing those networks could go up. As people buy less power from the grid or disconnect completely, utilities may have to raise rates to cover costs. In other cities, utilities have joined forces to invest in infrastructure, improve service, and reduce rates. Here, Guelph Hydro is reviewing its business to understand which investments are needed to continue delivering excellent service. Part of this process is to explore possible mergers between Guelph Hydro and other utilities that share our values. Maybe a merger is the right decision. Maybe it's not. But now is the time to explore our options. Visit energizingtomorrow.ca to learn more and have your say about the future of Guelph Hydro.
For presenting that video, which shows the complex future challenges that hydro companies must manage and which makes today's announcement so relevant and important. To further discuss how the potential merger can help us adapt to future energy needs, I'd like to call upon the President and Chief Executive Officer of Electra, Brian Benz.
Thank you, Tara. And good afternoon, Mayor Guthrie and all of the people who made this day possible. I have to say we're extremely pleased to be here today. We think this is a tremendously exciting opportunity in a time of significant change in the sector. I really like the theme, Energizing Tomorrow, because that's what our company's about, and that's what I know and believe that Guelph Hydro and the city of Guelph is all about, as has been articulated by the Mayor and Derek. I'd like to acknowledge some of the colleagues that we have here today. We have our Chair, Norm Loberg, the Electra's Board Chair, Max Cananzi. Max, where are you? He's the president of our LDC. At Electra Utilities, we have our General Counsel and Corporate Secretary, Dennis Nolan, our VP of Strategic Growth and Special Projects, Dan Pastorik, We also have Tamar Heisler and Eric Fagan here, who are Directors of Government Relations and External Communications, respectively. I'd also like to acknowledge Guelph Hydro staff, who I understand are viewing this live via webcam. It's very important that you're engaged, that the community is engaged as we go through this process. I'd also like to express my gratitude in being selected as your partner. I'm very proud of that, and especially because the City of Guelph and Guelph Hydro have really an exceptional reputation in this industry. They're known for leadership. Leadership in terms of their operational performance and their service levels, leadership in terms of their innovation and commitment to sustainability, leadership to their commitment to community, and now leadership in exploring options in a time of change in the electricity sector. And we are going through dramatic and systemic change in the sector. I think that video outlines that perfectly. And the word perfect has come up in terms of partnership, and I do believe, you said we're the perfect partner. We also believe, Mayor, that your Guelph Hydro is the perfect partner for us. We have to continue to look at ways, as the sector changes, to improve our service levels, to redefine our business models, to improve the way we deliver service efficiently and effectively, and being part of the communities we serve. So that involves looking at ways to take costs out, to drive our service models more efficiently, and to innovate for new services for customers. Our customers are asking, they want to know, how do they get the best value for money in this day and age in the electricity sector? We deliver the power to them. We have that connection to the customer. We can leverage that connection to build new delivery systems and new production systems, as the video described. We're moving from a world of consumers to a world of prosumers, where consumers can produce energy and consume energy at the same time and trade it in an efficient way, in a sustainable way. And we want to make that happen. And one of the ways we think that we can actually make that happen is what the Mayor alluded to, the Green Energy and Technology Center. This is fundamental to our business model. We're trying to drive new solutions, whether it's electric vehicle integration, whether it's solar battery storage, utility-grade microgrids, microgrids for industrial and commercial customers, smart grids. A new age of technology is emerging, and it has to be customer-facing, and it has to be customer-engaging. But we need a living lab to make that happen. And the Great Energy Center, as I call it, will be that living lab. And it will reside right here in the City of Guelph and service all of Electra's service area. And the other thing that we have committed to, as the Mayor mentioned, is the preservation of the operational center here in the City of Guelph. It's very important that we are part of the communities that we serve. We do that in all of the communities that we serve. And we are a cooperative of municipally owned utilities in Southern Ontario. That's been our model. And so having that local presence is really critical to what we do. And being able to respond in real time and have people from the local community to respond to community needs is very important to us. So it is about innovation, it is about job creation, it is about impact on rates, and our experience has proven over time that when you bring utilities together, you can lower rates for consumers, and we've done that, and we've demonstrated that, and that will happen here in the City of Guelph, as it has in other areas. So I talk about this transaction, and when we look at coming together in the partnership, I always talk about values, value, and community. And the values are the foundational values. That's what we believe in jointly. And it's something that sometimes you can describe, but it's something maybe more you feel. And you feel the connection in terms of the commitment to the community, commitment to sustainability, and the forward thinking that the City of Guelph and Guelph Hydro has demonstrated, and we share that. We feel there's a real strong bond there. The value part of it is the value to customers, the value of coming together, and driving that value and having the customers benefit from that value, and the shareholder, the municipalities, and all of our municipalities benefit from that value. And then community, it's about being part of the communities we serve and never always looking to the future and saying there's great potential, but always understanding that it is the customer in the end who we're serving, and never forget that. So by merging Guelph Hydro and Electra, we will be in a better position to help our customers take advantage of this new age of energy, emerging technologies, and it will benefit the residents and the businesses we serve. We look forward to working with all of the leaders at Guelph Hydro to engage and create a new merged entity that we believe that together we're better, together we're stronger, together we can serve our customers more effectively. I'm really excited about the opportunity to be a partner with Guelph, the City of Guelph, Guelph Hydro, the Mayor. We share the desire to be a leader in the energy industry, and I do believe that together we can achieve great possibilities. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brian, for presenting Electra's perspective on today's announcement. We have another speaker here from Electra today. Please join me in welcoming Norm Loberg, Chair of Electra.
Thank you, Tara, Mayor Guthrie. It's really a pleasure to be here. As you can tell from what Brian just said, we're thrilled and delighted to be part of the announcement today regarding the merger of Guelph Hydro and Electra. You know, for me, it almost feels like coming home here today, driving over. My daughter and son-in-law both attended Guelph University, so you can imagine how many trips we made over here to find a decent restaurant so that they could get Foursquare. So it's always fun to come over here, and again, we have wonderful memories. So on behalf of the board, I'm really delighted to be here to announce the memorandum of agreement regarding the merger of Electra and Guelph Hydro. We're honored that the City of Guelph has chosen us as their partner to help meet the city's needs in an innovative, affordable, and clean way now into the future. Although some of you may think that Electra has only been around for a short period of time, as you heard earlier, Brian and his team have drawn the wealth of experience and expertise in energy from 4 of our legacy utilities, PowerStream, EnerSource, Horizon, and Hydro One Brampton, representing 1 million customers and $4 billion in assets. Community-owned by 7 different shareholders in southwestern Ontario. Electra is embracing the future of Ontario's ever-changing energy industry and is excited to join with Guelph to be a leader in this sector. In our ongoing efforts to be an ally to our partners, we continue to seek out opportunities to support our municipalities in achieving their goals around climate change and environmental sustainability. And I know that environmental sustainability is a priority where we will have considerable alignment with the City of Guelph's priorities. We look forward to further discussions with the City of Guelph, and we're excited about the possibilities that lay ahead of us. And I should just say before I leave, nice to see some familiar faces in the audience, particularly a colleague and a former colleague and friend of mine, Bob Huggard. Bob says I still owe him 5 lunches, and I said yes, but they were toasted Westerns, so maybe at some point we can have one decent lunch together after December when you make a favorable decision on this matter. Thank you, Mayor Guthrie.
Thank you, Norm, for your remarks. I'd now like to welcome the Chair of Guelph Hydroelectric Systems, Inc., Jane Armstrong, to give concluding remarks.
Thank you, Tara. Mayor Guthrie and honored guests, as Chair of Guelph Hydro, I and my board colleagues are fortunate to oversee the operations of a high-performing local distribution utility, which is made up of caring, skilled, and dedicated employees whose commitment to excellence makes Guelph Hydro respected by its peers and cherished by this community. The Board of Directors has a responsibility to do what is best for our hydro community, our hydro company, our city, and the people who work hard each day to deliver power safely and reliably to our homes and businesses. And we know that the many changes happening in our industry will bring challenges to preserving the status quo of this organization. It is for these reasons that I am pleased to stand here today on behalf of the board to support the proposed merger with Electra, as we believe that this transaction, with the many benefits of which you've heard today, will, if achieved, be the best decision for our future. Through public consultations, the community has told us that local jobs are important. With this in mind, we secured a commitment from Electra to establish the Southwest Ontario Operations Hub. And as a first for our city, Electra will create a Green Energy and Technology Centre, which will create good-paying green jobs here in Guelph. These investments mean jobs will stay in our community. As chair and through my work with the Strategies and Options Committee, I believe that as an owner of Electra, will ensure that Guelph Hydro customers will continue to receive the exceptional customer service that they have come to expect from Guelph Hydro. Local crews will respond to local calls, and Guelph Hydro's strong reputation in innovation and helping customers achieve energy savings will be enhanced by the support and depth of Electra's developments in these areas. Hydro customers will benefit from greater investments towards infrastructure and innovation. And as shown in the video, we are living in changing times, and maintaining the status quo will not meet the needs of tomorrow. This merger ensures that we have the scale and the ability to invest in the innovation, infrastructure, and services that Guelph residents and businesses will need and expect in the years to come. As Derek has said, we worked with a fantastic group of people in the Strategies and Options Committee who care deeply about the future of our city. Thank you to all members of the Strategies and Options Committee for your work and dedication. We know that Guelph Hydro has an enviable culture and a dedication to safety, reliability, and excellence. I am pleased with the outcome because Electra shares our values. This is a strong match. I know the employees of Guelph Hydro have many questions, and in the coming weeks, we are committed to having conversations with them and with you, answering questions and keeping everyone informed of the key developments. This is a great day for Guelph, and it's a great day for the future of hydro in our city. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jane. And everyone, thank you to all of our speakers and everyone that came today. This concludes the formal portion of our announcement, and I'd like to invite all those members of the media who are present and interested to conduct one-on-one interviews with any of our spokespersons and the people that spoke today. I am here, Stacy and Luke, we're all available to connect you with those folks and help you get what you need. Thank you again.